Hi guys, I'm back again, playing RS Games 1000 Miles.
Do you need to make beautiful documents? You have added bot Jody. B. The hand is starting. This is round 1. Each player is dealt 6 draw card, 100, 50, 75, guess, green light, spirit, guess, green light, DGG. Jody draws a card. Jody plays another. Draw card, guess. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. Draw card, leave, spirit, repair, 70, flat tire, DG.
Bitch.
Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 7 draw card. Leave game. Spirit repair. 7, 70, 50, 50, 100, 150 miles. D5. You discard a 50 miles card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. Leave. Spirit repair. 70, 50, 50 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green leave. Spare tire. 7, 75, 100 miles. 75 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50, leave game, spare, repair, 70, 200, 175 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a repair, leave game, spare, repair, end of 75, 75 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 75 miles card, leave game, spare, repair, end of speed, green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays in it. Spare, repair, end of 200, 200 miles, 200 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a repair card. Accident, end of speed, repair, spare, leave game, spare tire, you can. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a flat tire, leave game, spare, repair, end of accident, spare tire, S, you discard. Jody discards a 75 draw card, leave game, speed limit, repair, out of gas, end of accident, 100 miles, accident, end of speed, out of gas, repair, speed limit, leave game, speed limit, D, you can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 75 miles, repair, out of gas, end of speed, accident, 25 mile. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a driving ace.
Fuck.
Jody discards an end of speed limit card. Accident. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an.
Fuck.
Jody discards a flat tire. Out of gas. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. Leave game. Repair. Green light. End of green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays. Leave game. Repair. Green light. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a red light. Leave game. Repair. Red light. End of speed. 200 miles. 200 miles. Jody draws. Jody discards a 50. Leave game. Repair. Red light. End of 125 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a speed limit card. It is your turn. Draw card.
Nothing like eating in the early morning.
Draw card. Leave. Repair. Red light. End of 50 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a repair card. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw a card. 25 miles. Leave game. 100 miles. 125 miles. You can't play. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 25 miles card. Leave game. Spare tire. Repair. Red light. End of 100 miles. End. Red light. Repair. 100 miles. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a gas card. It is leave game. Spare tire. Repair. Red light. End of speed. 100. End of red light. Repair. Spare. Leave game. 100 miles. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end of speed limit. Leave game. Spare tire. Repair. Red light. End of speed. 100 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 75 miles. Leave game. Spirit. Repair. Red light. Gas. End of speed limit. 100 miles. Leave. Spirit. Repair. You can't play. You discard. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a red light. You draw a card. Leave. Spare tire. Repair. Red light. Gas. End of speed. 200 miles. You. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 75 miles card. It is your turn. Leave game. Spare tire. Repair. Red light. Gas. End of speed. Accident. 100 accident. You can. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a spare tire. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw a card. 25 miles. 125 miles. You can't play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is leave game. Spare tire. Repair. Red light. Gas. Red light. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50 miles card. It leave game. Spare repair. Green light. You play a green. Jody draws a card. Jody plays another. You draw a card. 70 accident. 75 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a gas card. 200 accident. End of gas. You play a gas. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a gas. You draw 225 miles. End of repair. Leave 200 miles. You can. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is your 120 accident. End repair. Spirit. Leave game. Leave. Spirit. End of accident. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 25 miles card. 125, 50 miles. Repair. Spirit. 125 miles. You can't play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles card. 150 miles. End of puncture proof. You play a puncture proof. Leave game. Spare tire. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 25. Leave repair. Green light. Green light. You play a green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles card. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 100 miles. It is. Jody plays a 25 miles. 100 miles. You play a 100. Jody draws a card. Jody plays 100 miles. 50 miles. 50. End of speed limit. Green light. Repair. Spare time. 50 miles. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays 100 miles. 25 miles. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays 100 miles. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 300. Jody plays 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. Jody draws a. Jody plays a speed limit 25, 50 miles. End of green light. Green repair. Spirit. End of speed limit. You play an end of. Jody plays a speed limit. It is 200, 220, 50. Green light. Green light. 50 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles. 220 gas. Green repair. Spirit. 225 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a gas card. 25 gas. 25. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles card. 100, 200 gas. Green light. Green repair. Spare tire. You can. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end of speed limit card. It is your turn. Draw card. 200 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a pair card. It is your turn. Draw card. Draw card. You draw card. Green light. You don't have any playable cards. 100 mile. 170 guess. 75 mile. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end of speed limit. 125 miles. You play it. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a repair card. 100 guess. Green light. Green light. Green light. Red light. Repair. Red light. You can't. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 75. 100 guess. Green light. Green light. Repair. Green light. You can't. Jody draws a card. Jody plays 75 miles. 100 miles. 70 guess. Green light. 75 miles. There is one player. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50 miles. 100. 200 guess. 200 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 200 miles card. 100 guess. Green light. Green light. Green. Red light. Repair. Red light. R. You can. Jody draws a card. Jody You draw 100 miles guess. Green light. Green light. Green light. Repair. Green light. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. It is your turn. Draw card. Draw card. 170 guess. Green light. 75 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end of speed limit card. It is your draw card. 100 miles guess. Green light. Repair. Game 100 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a spare tire card. It is 150 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 625 miles. You draw a card. 170 guess. Green light. 75 mile. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. 125 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 650 miles. Draw card. 100 miles. 1 guess. Guess. 100, 1 gas, green light, repair, green, get, 100 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. It is your turn. Draw card. Draw card. Draw card. 100 flat tire. You play a. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a repair card. 150 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Jody discards. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 725 miles. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays 100 gas. You play a gas. It is. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. 200 gas. Get green light. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. 270 gas. Green light. 75 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a flat. 100 to 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 775 miles. Jody discards a gas. 100 to gas. 200 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a gas. 125 miles. You play a 25. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a spare tire. 100 1 gas. Green light. Red light. Leave it. Red light. R. You can. Jody draws a card. She is now at 1,000 miles. Jody has reached 1,000 miles. Jody wins the round. Jody receives 400 points for being the winner. Safe trip. Jody gets 300 points for not playing any 200 miles cards. Next round, your score is 900 points. Jody's score is 2,000 points. You postpone. SP. The hand is starting. This is round 2. There are two players waiting for a game. They are Colin and Bark. W. You drop 100 20 end of speed. Spare speed limit. You're 100 20 25 and out of spare tire 25 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. 120 and out of repair. Out of gas. You play an out of gas on Jody. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a gas. It's your turn. Draw card. Draw card. You draw a card. 25 miles. 120 and repair. Speed limit. 125 miles. You can't play the card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an extra 10.
Fuck off.
Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end of speed limit card. It is your turn. 120 end of repair. Repair. End of 25 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is speed limit. Spare tire repair. Red light. Play a red. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is your turn. Leave speed limit. You play a speed. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 25 miles card. Leave spare tire repair. End of speed 70 25 mile. 25 miles. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 25 miles card. Leave game. Spare tire repair. End of speed 70 50 miles. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 25 miles card. Leave game. Spare repair. Green light. End of speed. Green light. You play a green light. It is Jody's turn. Jody plays an accident. Leave game. Spare tire repair. Repair.
Fuck off.
Jody draws it. Jody discards a 100 miles. Leave game. Spare tire. Green light. You play a green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an accident on you. It is.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Leave game. Spare tire. Red light. Red light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is your turn. Leave spare end of driving ace. 70 driving ace. You play a driving ace. Leave spare end of 75 50 mile. 75 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles card. Leave spare end of 75 50 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 25-mile lead game. Spirit time repair. End of 75 miles. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100 miles card. Leave spirit repair green light. You play a green. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 25 miles card. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at Jody plays a red light on 100. End of repair. Spare tire leave game. Spare tire repair. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 75 leave spare tire end of speed limit. End of 50 miles. 50 100 50 50 miles. You can't play. You discard a 50. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a speed limit card. Leave game. Spare tire out of gas. End of speed limit. 50 miles. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100 miles card. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw a card. Accident. 100 miles. Jody. Distance. 175 miles. Penalties. Speed limit. Safeties. Extra tank. Accident. You play an accident on Jody. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100 miles card. End of green light. End of green light. You play a green light. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a light. It is Jody's turn. Jody discards a 200 mile draw card. 100 miles. You play a 100. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100 miles. You play a 100. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a gas 75 end of 75 miles. You play a 70. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a flat tire on end of spare tire. You play a spare tire. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. Leave speed limit spare tire out of gas. Green light. You play a green light. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50 miles end of gas. Spare tire speed limit. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 25 miles, 200 miles, end of speed limit. End of gas, out of gas. Gas. You can't, no. End gas, out of gas. Spare tire, out of gas. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light, 200, end of gas. Spare tire, leave game. 200 miles. You play a 2. Jody plays a flat tire on you. Leave game. Spare tire. You play a spare tire. It is Jody's. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a spare tire. End of speed. End gas. Green light. Gas. You know. End of gas. Green light. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100 miles card. End of gas. Repair. Spare tire. Speed limit. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discard draw card. End of speed. End of gas. Gas. Repair. Spare tire. Leave game. Spare repair. Gas. Repair. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100 miles card. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 625 miles. Jody discards a spare tire. 50 miles. You play a 50. Jody discards a 200 mile end gas. Puncture group. Gas. Puncture group. You play end of speed. Leave spare tire. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 75 mile. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 725 miles. You draw a card. 75 end of gas. Red leave game. 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 800 miles. It is 75 miles. 75 miles. You play a 70. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles card. End of speed limit. Gas. Flat tire. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a spare tire. End of gas. Red light. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles card. End of speed. Gas. Red light. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 200 miles card. End of gas. Repair. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles card. She is now at 700 miles. 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 900. Gas. You play a gas. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles card. 125 end of speed gas. Lead game. 120 end of speed limit. Jody draws a card. Jody plays. You draw 127 end of gas. End of speed limit. You can't. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles card. She is now at 875 miles. 120, 57 end of gas. End of speed limit. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles card. 50 miles. Gas. Speed lead game. Speed limit. You can't.
No, give me green light.
Jody draws it. Jody discards an end of speed limit. Leave. Repair. Gas. Repair. Gas. Repair. You can't play that. You discard. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a gas card. Lead game. Gas. 70, 50, 50, 20, 100 miles. Jody draws a card.
You fucking bitch. Fuck you.
Your score is 50 points. Jody's score is 3,600 points. You postpone the start of the next round. SXD. The hand is starting. This is round 3. Each player is dealt 6 cards. You draw 50 miles, 25 miles, driving ace, green light, 200 miles, and 50 miles. Draw card. 200, 50, draw green light. You play a green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a speed limit on you. Leave game. Speed. End of speed. Driving. End of speed limit. You. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a flat tire on you. Leave. Speed limit. Driving a 7, 50, 50, 20, 200 miles. 200 miles. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100. Draw card. You draw. Leave. Speed limit. Flat tire. Driving a 7, 50, 25 miles. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 25 miles card. It is your turn. Drop, leave, speed limit, flat top, extra tip, driving ace, 50 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is your 70, driving, extra tip, flat tire, flat tire. You play a flat tire on Jody. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a spare tire, 50 miles, leave, speed limit, right of way, puncture proof. Extra, driving ace, 50 miles. Driving ace. You play a driving extra puncture proof extra tank. Puncture proof. You play a puncture proof repair right of way. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 25 miles. It is Jody's turn. 57 out of repair. Out of gas. You play it out. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light card. 57 repair. Spare tire. Spare repair. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a speed limit card. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 200 miles. You play a 200 miles card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 75 miles card. It is your turn. Jody discards a repair card. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw a card. Out of gas. You don't have. You draw a card. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. Jody plays a gas. 100 miles. 100 green light. Out of gas. Repair. Spare tire. You can't. No. 100 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 75 miles. You play a 7. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 25 mile green light. Green light. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is 20 green light out of gas. You play an out of gas. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 200 miles, 125, 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 650 miles, 20, green light, 25 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an accident card, green light, repair, spare tire, spare tire, spare tire, speed limit, spare tire. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100 miles card, 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a gas. It is your green light, red light, repair, spare tire. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light, green light, red light, repair, red light. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 175 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 800 miles. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody draw card. You draw a card. End of green light, repair, spare tire, speed limit, spare tire, repair. You can't play that card. Would you like to discard it? Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50 miles card. Accident. End of speed limit. You can't play that card. Would you like to discard? Jody draws a card. Jody discards a spare tire card. Accident. End of speed limit. Green light. End of speed limit. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. Accident. You play an accident on Jody. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a repair. It is 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 800. Jody discards a repair card. 100 miles. You play a 100. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. 100 green repair. Speed limit. Leave speed limit. You play a speed limit up. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles. 100 gas. Green light. Repair. Spare tire. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles card. 1 gas. Green light. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an end of speed limit. 50 leave speed limit. You play a speed limit on Jody. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an end of speed limit. It is your turn. Leave game. Repair. Red light. You play a red light on Jody. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. 125 miles. You are now at 1,000 miles. You have reached 1,000 miles. You win the round. Receive 400 points for being the winner. Next round, your score is 4,550 points. Jody's score is 3,700 points. The target, SP. The hand is starting. This is round 4. Each player is dealt 6 cards. You draw. Extra tank. 100 miles. 200 miles. 25 miles. End of speed limit. And repair. You go. Draw card. You draw. Leave. Repair. Green light. Extra. Green light. You play a green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. Leave game. Repair. Extra tank. End of speed. 25 miles. 200. 100. 100 miles. You play a 100. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 75 miles. 100 miles. You play a 100. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 25. You draw a card. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 300. Jody plays a 100 miles card. 200 miles. 25 miles. 50 miles. And 50. End of speed. 50 miles. You play a 50. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles card. 225. End of speed. 25 miles. You play it. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a flat tire on you. Leave speed limit. Repair. Extra. End of speed limit. Out of gas. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a gas. It is your 200. End of speed. Extra tank. Red light. Repair. Speed limit. 200 miles. You can't. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is 50. End of extra. Red light. You play a red light on Jody. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is your turn. 50. End of extra. Repair. Spare tire. Speed limit. You play a speed limit on Jody. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles. 50. Leave spare tire. You play a spare tire. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an end. Draw card. You leave spare. Repair. Extra. End of speed. Driving 50 miles. Driving ace. 50 miles. 50. Driving ace. Extra. Repair. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 75 miles. Leave game. Repair. Extra tank. End of driving ace. 50. 100 miles. Repair. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 75 miles card. 150. Driving a end of extra tank. Spirit. Leave game. Spirit. Gas. You can't. Jody draws a. Jody discards an 100 mile. Spirit. Green light. Extra. Green light. Jody draws. Jody plays. You draw. Leave. Spare time. Extra tank. End of driving a 50 miles. 100 miles. 75 mile. Jody draws a. Jody plays a 50 mile. Leave. Spare time. Green light. You play a green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an out of gas on end of speed limit. Extra tank. Dirty trick. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 475 miles. Jody plays a 50 mile. 25 miles. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 525. Jody plays a 125 miles. 50 miles. Driving at 50 miles. You play a. Jody draws a card. Jody plays. You draw 25. Drive. End of out of get red light. Leave game. Red light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an accident on you. It is your turn. Driving ace. Dirty trick. 125. End of flat out. Spare tire. End of speed limit. You play an end of speed limit. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is your turn. Flat tire. You play a flat tire on Jody. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a spare tire. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 675. Jody plays a flat tire. Leave spare tire. Out of gas. Puncture proof. Dirty trick. You get a 300, 100 mile, 20, end of green, green, out of gas, 25 mile. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a Jody draws a. Jody plays 71, end of green, green, out of gas, repair, out of gas. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a gas. 107, end of 7, 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 800 miles. 50 miles, 7, end of green light. 75 miles. You play a 70. Jody draws it. Jody plays a 50, 50, end of 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 925 miles. Jody plays a 25, end of green light, green light, green light, repair, repair, spare tire, repair, arm. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end, 100, repair. You can. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a repair, spare tire, S. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 mile, 175 and 75 miles. You get 300. You have reached 1,000 miles. You win the round. You receive. Your score is 7,450 points. Jody's score is 4,750 points. The target score for this game is 10,000 points.
Fuck yeah.
You postpone. SP. The hand is starting. This is round 5. Each player is dealt 6 cards. You draw. Green light, 25 miles, 75 miles, spare tire, and out of gas. Draw card, green light, DG. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light, 25 miles, 20, 70, green light, 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 75 miles. It is Jody's turn. 20, green light, 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 100 miles. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card, 25, green light, 25 miles. You play at 25. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an acid. You draw 100 green light, repair, spare tire, out of gas. You play a. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a gas. It is a repair. You play a repair. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a green light. It is a green light. Green light. GG. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles, 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 225 miles. You draw a card, 50, 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 300 miles. Jody, draw card. You draw 50 miles. Yes. Green light, speed limit, 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Jody draws a. Jody plays an accident, lead game, extra tank. Gas. Speed limit. You play a speed limit on Jody. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an end of 70, extra 10, gas. Green light, extra tank. 7, gas. You can. Jody draw. Jody discards a green, gas. G. You. Jody draws a. Jody plays a 50, 20, 75, gas. 70, green light, G. You can't play that, no. Gas, G. You. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 120, 50, 70, green light, repair. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a driving ace.
Bitch.
Jody discards a 25, 7, end of green light. You play. Jody draws a. Jody plays a 225, 75, end of speed limit. No. 75 miles. 7. You. Jody plays a 75 miles card. 75. Jody draws. Jody plays a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 600 miles.
Fuck you.
Jody draws a card. Jody plays a red light on lead, spare, gas, flat tire. You.
Bitch.
Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green, lead, spare tire, gas, end of gas. You can. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green, lead game, spare tire, green light. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a red light, lead, spare, end of speed limit, 50, 25 mile, 100 mile, 25, end of speed limit. E. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end, leave, spare, end of 50, 20, 100, end of speed limit. Jody draws a. Jody plays a spare, leave, speed limit, spare tire, end of 50 mile, spare tire, speed limit, SF. Jody draw. Jody plays a 1, leave, spare tire, red light, end of speed, red light. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light. Leave. Spare time. End of 50 miles. 20, 25, 20, 100, 125 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a repair. Spare time. End of 70, 50 miles. 25, 75. There are no players. There are 5 players in a game. They are Dan Ray, Mohamed Omar Yaqub, Kyle from Australia, J-Cheek 1998, and Colin. Draw card. 120, 20, 20, 50. End of 25 miles. Jody draws it. Jody draw card. Leave games. End of 75, 50, 20, 20, 75 miles. Jody draws. Jody discards a flag. Leave. Spare time. End of 50 miles. 20, 20, 100, 100, 100 miles. There is 1 player. Colin waiting for a game. Jody. Your score is 8,150 points. Jody's score is 6,000. You postpone. WSP. The hand is starting. This is round 6. Draw card. 107. End of speed. Out of get. Repair. Green light. You play. Jody draw. Jody discards a 100 miles. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a gas. 75 miles. You play a 7. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 200. Accident. End of out of get. Red light. Repair. Spirit. Leave game. Accident. End of speed limit. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards. Draw card. You draw a card. 50 miles. 50 miles. You play a. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 25 miles card. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 250 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles card. 100 miles. Accident. You play an accident. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a speed limit on 100 miles. Green light. Out of gas. Repair. End of speed limit. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a repair. It is 100 gas. Green out of gas. You play it. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end of speed limit 100 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 450 miles. Jody plays a red light. 25 gas. Gas. Green light. Red light. Repair. Gas. Gas. Green light. GGG. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 125, 70 gas, 75 miles. You play it. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a puncture proof. Jody draw. Jody discards a green 20 gas, green red repair, spare 25. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 1 gas, gas, green light, red light, red light, red light. You can't. Jody draws. Jody discards a green gas, red light, R. Jody draws. Jody plays an out of gas. Gas. Play again. Jody draws a. Jody discards a 20 gas. Green light. GG. Jody draws a. Jody discards a 275 miles. 75 miles. You play a 70. Jody plays an accident. Accident. You play it here. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 20, 25 gas, out of gas, spare tire, spare tire, spare tire, leave game, spare tire, gas, accident 20, 25, 25 miles. Jody, distance, 50 miles. Penalties, red light and out of gas. Safeties, right of way and puncture proof. 25 mile, accident, gas, out of gas, spare tire. B, you can't play. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a repair card, leave game, spare tire, out of gas, gas. End of accident. 25 miles. Spare tire. S. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50 miles. Leave. Spare tire. Repair. Out of gas. Gas. End of speed. Accident. 25 miles. 25 miles. Accident. End of speed limit. Gas. Out of gas. You can't play that card. Jody draw. Jody discards a 100. Spare tire. Repair. Green light. You play a green. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 125 accident 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 650 miles. Jody discards a 75 mile accident. End of speed. Extra tank. Gas. Green light. Gas. You can't play. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50 mile accident. End of speed. Extra green light. Green light. Repair. Spare tire. Leave game. Green light. G. You can't. Jody draws it. Jody plays a flat tire on spare tire. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end of speed limit. Green light. Jody draws. Jody discards a 20, 25, 50 mile accident. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 700 mile. Jody discards a 125 mile accident. End of 25. You play a 25 mile. Jody distance 50 miles. Jody discards a green light car. Accident. End of speed. Extra tank. Green light. Repair. Repair. Speed limit. Leave game. Speed limit. You can't. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a red light on you. Leave it. Repair. Repair. Green light. Extra tank. Green light. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50 mile. 50 miles. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 775. Jody plays a speed limit. Accident. End of speed. Extra. Green light. End of speed. You play it. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 175 accident. 75 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards. You draw accident. Extra 10. Green light. Green light. Red light. Repair. Repair. Red light. R. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 25 accident. Extra tank. Green light. Green light. Green light. Repair. Repair. Green light. G. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a driving aid. Jody draws a card. Jody discards. You accident. Accident. You can't.
God fucking damn it.
Jody draws a card. Jody plays a flat tire on you. Leave. Repair. Repair. Green light. Green light. Flat. Extra tank. 100. 1. Flat tire. You can't play. Jody draw. Jody discards a 7. 100 mile. Extra. Green light. Green. Green light. Repair. Repair. Leave game. Green light. G. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 1. Leave game. Repair. Repair. Green light. Green light. Extra. 200. 100. 1. 200 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a guess. It is your turn. Draw card. Extra. Green. Green. Repair. Repair. Leave game. Leave. 1. 200. Extra 10. Green light. 200 miles. Jody draws. Jody plays a 75. 100. Extra. Green light. Green light. Repair. Repair. Leave game. Spare tire. You. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 mile. 170. Extra tank. Green light. AG. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 mile. 170 extra tank gas. 100 miles. We play a 1. Jody plays a 20 70 extra gas. Green light. Repair. Repair gas. G. You can't play. Jody. Jody plays a 100 miles. 70 100 miles. Your score is 9,100 points. Jody scores 7,000 points. 20 green light. You play a green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an accident on you. It's repair. ER. Jody draws a card. Jody plays 50 miles. 20 70 extra gas. Speed limit. Extra tank. You play an extra gas. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 mile. Leave speed limit. Repair. 70 50 25 100 miles. You can't. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a spare. Leave. Speed limit. Repair. Green light. You play a green light. It is Jody's turn. Jody plays an accident on you. Repair.
Oh,
Jody draws it.
you fucking bitch.
Jody plays a 50 mile. Leave game. Speed. Spare. 70 spare tire. Speed limit. SS. Jody draws it. Jody plays a 25. Leave. Spare. Out of gas. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a gas. Leave. Spare. Gas. 75. 7 gas.
Fucking dead.
Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 mile. Leave. Spare. Green light. You play it. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles. 30 second. Next round. Safe trim. You get 300 points. You have reached 1,000 miles. You win the round. You receive 400 points for being a winner. Next round. Your score is 9,950 points. Jody's score is 7,003. S. You postponed the start of B. The hand is starting. This is round 7. Each player is dealt 6 cards. If you draw. Flat tire, speed limit, green light, 100 miles, and repair. Draw card, green light. You play it. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a speed limit on 100 miles. Flat, green light, repair, speed limit. 100 flat tire, 100 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 125 miles. You play a 20. Jody discards a repair card. 100 flat tire. Gas. Green light. Red light. 100 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 50 miles. Flat 50 miles. You play a. Jody discards a spare tire. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 125 miles. 20 flat tire. Gas. Green light. Gas. GG. Jody draws a. Jody discards a 725 green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a red light. 25 mile. Out of get red light. Repair. Repair. Speed limit. Red light. R. You no. You don't red light. Repair. RR. You can't play that card. Jody plays a green light. It is your turn. Draw flat tire. You. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a spare tire. 50 mile. Out of get red light. Repair. Repair. Speed limit. Repair. You can't. Jody draws. Jody discards a gap. 50 mile. Out of gas. Puncture groove. Red light. Repair. 50 miles. You can't play that card. Jody draw. Jody discards a 7 out of gas. Puncture groove. Red light. Red light. Repair. 25 miles. You can't. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 70 out of gas. Puncture. Red light. Red light. Repair. Spare tire. Speed limit. Spare tire. You can't play that card. Jody draw. Jody discards a 50 green light. You play a green. Jody draw. Jody plays a green light. Gas. Out of puncture. Out of gas. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a flat tire on you. Gas. Puncture groove. Dirty trick. 125 gas. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 150 miles. You draw. Leave it. Red light. Red light. Here. RR. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an accident card. 150 accident. Gas. Red light. Red light. Speed limit. Leave game. Speed limit. You can. Your score is 10,500 points. Jody's score is 7,300 points. Jody discards an end of speed. Leave game. Red light. Gas. Driving ace. You play a driving ace. 50 miles. Gas. Red light. Red light. Leave game. 50 mile. Accident. 50 miles. You discard. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an end of speed limit. Accident. Gas. Red light. Repair. Leave game. Red light. No. You don't have leave repair. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a 25 miles card. Leave red light. Red gas. Accident. 50 miles. 6. You can't play that card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a gas. Leave game. Red light. Red light. Gas. End of speed limit. You play an end of. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 75 mile accident. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a repair. It is your turn. Draw card. Red light. R. You can't play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 200 red light. You can't play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 200 leave it gas. 70, 50, 200, 100, 100, 200 miles. Jody discards a flat tire car. Gas. Leave gas. 75 miles. 70, 50, 100, 100 miles. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a red light card. Leave green light. You play a green light. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles card. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100 miles. You play. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles. 75 gas. Green light gas. 50 miles. 75 miles. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50 miles. 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 500 miles. It is Jody's turn. Jody draws a card. Jody plays an out of gas. 25, 50, 70 gas. Green light gas. G. Your score is 10,950 points. Jody plays a 25, 120 green light. G. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a speed limit 120, 50 miles. 7 green light. Speed leave game 50 mile. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green light. Speed limit. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50, 100 mile. 20, 75, 70 green light. Leave game. 25 miles. You play it. Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 100, 75 red light. You can't play that. Jody draws a card. Jody discards a green. Leave game. Spare. Green light. 70. Spare tire. You. Jody draws a card. Jody discards an leave. Green light. Green light. 70. 75. 100 miles. You can't play that card. Would you like? Jody draws a card. Jody plays a 50. Leave. Green light. Green light. 75. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 600 miles. It is you have reached a score of 11,050. You win the game. This is your 135th. You have left the game. New game. Q. Yes. Enter a pat. Blank. R's game. Yes. Enter a target score. Between R's game. You have added bot Vinny. B. The hand is starting. This is round 1. Each player is dealt 6 cards. You draw. 50 miles. Green light. 100 miles. Red light, and green light. You go first. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw a card. Guess. 1 guess. Green light. GG. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays an out of gas. Draw card. Guess. Easy. You play again.
Bastard.
Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a green light. It is your turn. Leave. Spirit. Red light. Red light. Red light. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 100 guess. Green light. GG. You play a green. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a flat tire. Leave. Spare tire. You play as. Vinny draws a card. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a 50-mile. Leave. Red light. Gas. 7. 20. 100 miles. Leave. Red light. Gas. Red light. You can't. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a 20. Leave game. Green light. You play it. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a 200 miles. You draw 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a 225 miles. 20, 15, 7, yes. 75 miles. You play a 7. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a 120, 50, 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now. Vinny plays a 120, 25, 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Vinny plays a 100, 25, 20, 70, yes. Green, repair, leave game. 75 miles. You play a 70. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a flat tire on you. It is your turn. 20, leave, repair. Green, guess. End of speed. 25 miles. 20, 25, leave, repair. Green light. Guess. End of speed limit. S.
Motherfucker.
Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a repair card. Leave, repair. Green light. Guess. 50 miles. 25 miles. 50 miles. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a gas card. Repair. Leave. Repair. Out of gas. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a gas. Leave. Repair. Green light. Gas. 70. 25. 75 miles. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a 50 miles card. He is now at 800. Leave. Repair. Green light. Green light. Gas. Green light. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a draw card. You draw a card. 20. Leave. Repair. Green light. Repair. G. U. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a 100. Leave. Repair. Green light. Gas. 25 miles. 20. 100 miles. Your score is 375. Vinny plays a 20. Leave. Repair. Green light. Gas. 20. 25. 200 miles. You discard. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a green. Leave. Speed. Repair. Green light. Speed limit. There are 4 players. Vinny draws a card. There is 1 player. Colin Wade. Draw card. Leave game. Repair. Puncture proof. WD. Leave. Repair. Out of gas. You play. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a red light. Leave. Repair. Green light. You play. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays an accident light. Repair. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 70. Spare tire. Gas. 20, 100. Spare tire. You can't play that card. Vinny discards an end. Leave. Gas. 20, 100 miles. You. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays it.
Of course you fucking
Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards it. You draw a card. Leave. Gas. Extra tank. You play an extra tank. Gas. G. You can't. Vinny draws a card.
Bitch.
Vinny discards a repair. Leave. Green light. 20. Green light. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a spear. 100 miles. You play. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards. discards a spirit. 100 miles. You play a 100. Then he plays an accident on lead repair. 70 repair. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50 round lead red line. 75 red line. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50 leave accident. 7 20 25 20 20 20 25 miles. Then he draws a. Then he discards a green lead game green line. You play it. Then he draws. Then he plays a red line. Gas accident. Gas. You can't. Then he draws a.
Go to hell.
Then he plays a gas lead game accident. You can't know. Okay. You don't leave spirit accident. 75 miles. Accident. Then he draws a card. Starting. This is round 2. Spare tire. Speed. Draw card. 20. Green. Right of. Spare tire. Right. Green line. SSB. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green line. 200 miles. You play a 200. Then he draws a. Then he plays a 50 mile. 25 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now. Then he plays a 100 gas. Green light, repair, right of, spirit, speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 driving ace. You play a driving ace, repair, right of way. 100 mile gas. Green light, repair, red light. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a flat tire, spare tire. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light, leave, repair, red light, out of gas, green, red light, R. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an extra. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light, 100 gas, green, out of, repair, 100 miles. You play. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a flat tire on repair, leave, repair, out of gas, green light. You can't play. Then he draws a. Then he plays an Andrews, leave, repair, out of, green light. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 1 lead repair out of green light. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a spirit lead repair out of gas accident. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a repair lead repair out of gas and of 70 100 repair. You can't play. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green leap out of gas and of 70 200 100 miles out of gas. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 70 leap gas and of 70 200 and of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 miles and of speed limit. You discard. Then he draws a card. You have the following penalties: red light and flat tire. You leave gas and of 70 and of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 70 leave gas, 70, 50, 200, 100 mile. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 20 leave gas, and of 70, 50, and of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 200 leave green light gas, green light, G. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 100 mile leave green light gas, green light, G. Then he draws a card.
Yeah.
You listen on the starting. This is round 3. Your score is 1,350 points. Vinny's score is 3,100 points. Draw card. 7. End of gas. Green light. Out of repair. Gas. Green light.
What fucking own you? You fucking asshole.
Vinny draws a card. Then he plays green light. 7. End of gas. Out of gas. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light. Repair. Puncture. Gas. Puncture. Gas. End of 70. 200 miles. You can't. You discard it. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 20. Leave. Repair. Puncture groove. Get end of 70. 175 mile. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100. Leave. Repair. Puncture. Gas. End of repair. R. There is one player. Colin Wade. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a set. Leave. Repair. Red light. Puncture. Gas. End of 100 miles. Puncture groove. You draw card. Leave. Repair. Red light. Gas. End of 100 miles. 75 miles. Then he draws a card.
Of course you fucking
Then he
did.
discard. You draw a card. Leave. Repair. Red light. Guess. End of 200. Red light. R. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a guess. Leave. Spare time. Repair. Guess. End of 100 miles. 1 2 end of speed limit. 200 mile. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50-mile. Leave. Spare time. Repair. Green light. You play. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 200 miles card. He is now at 200. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 miles card. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 100 miles. 100 miles. You play a 100. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 70, 20, 50, end of gas, green, repair, spirit, leave game. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now, then he draws a card. Then he plays a speed limit, 20, end of flat, gas, green light, flat. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light, 20, end of gas, green light, green, repair, spirit, green light. Then he draws a. Then he discards a repair card. End of speed. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an end of 20, 25 extra tank. 25 miles. You play a 20. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 20, 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 400 miles. It has been. You draw 25 extra tank gas. Green light repair. Gas. G. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green 100 miles. You play a 100. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light 25 green light. G. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a spear 120 extra green light out of repair out of gas. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 600 miles. It has been. Then he discards a 7, 25 extra 10 gas, green light, repair, spirit, leave game, gas, G. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a driving maze. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 800 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green light. You draw a card. 25 extra 10 gas. Green light. Repair. Spirit. Gas. G. You can. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100 miles. 25 extra. Green light. Repair. Spirit. Spare tire. Spare tire. You can't play that. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an out gas on the extra 10. 30 trigger. 25 flat. Gas. Green light. Repair. Spare tire. F. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair 25 end of flat tire, spare tire. You. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light on gas, green light, GG. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a speed limit 27 X end of flat end of. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 220 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 20 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 925 miles. Then he discards a 20 accident. End of flat 25 miles. You play. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an accident on you. Here. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50 accident. End of flat gas. Speed. End of speed limit. Then he Then he discards a green gas. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a set leave game, speed limit, spare tire, S. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100 speed limit, S. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a gas, leave, speed, flat accident, 70, flat tire. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 25, leave, speed limit, end of accident, 70 speed limit. You can't play that. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green light, leave, green light. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an accident. Leave. Spare. End of accident. 70. Spare tire.
You're a fucking asshole.
Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 20. Leave. End of accident. 7. End of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 3. Green light. Accident. 70. 50. 25 miles. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an end of speed limit card. Draw card. Leave. Green light. Accident. 75 miles.
That's what you are. Fucking asshole.
Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100 miles card. It is your turn. Draw card. Draw card. Leave. Speed limit. Green light. Speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50 miles card. It is draw card. Leave. Green light. Green light. Accident. Green light. D. Then he discards a 20. Leave. Green light. Green. Accident. 70. 50. 75 mile. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 1. Leave. Green light. Green light. 50 mile. 100 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100. Leave game. Green light. Green. Accident. 50 miles. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green light. Leave game. Repair. You play. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50 mile. Green light. G. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light on the green light. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an accident on you.
What the fuck?
Leave game. Speed limit. Accident. Speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an end of leave gas. Accident. Gas. You can. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair card. Green light. Leave. Green light. Accident. 50 mile. Accident. You can't.
You're
Then he
fucking
draws a card.
asshole.
Then he plays a spare draw card. Leave. Red light. Green light. 50 mile. 100. Red light. You can. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 75 miles card. He is now at 550. Draw card. Leave game. 20, 100 miles.
Give me fucking
draws a card.
repair.
Then he draw card. Leave out of gas. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair card. Green light. Green light. 50 miles. 200 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50. Leave it. Green light. Green light. 25 mile. 25 mile. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a leave game. Green light. Green light. 50 mile. 25 miles. You can't play that. Then he draws. Then he discards an out of leave. Green light. Green light. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green leave. Green light. Green gas. 50 mile gas. G. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a red light. Leave. Red light. Green light. Green light. Red light. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green light. Leave game. Green light. Green light. 50 mile. 50 mile. 200 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair. Leave. Green light. Green light. 50 200 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a leave game. Repair. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a flat tire card. Green light. G. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50 miles. You are now at 1,000 miles. You have reached 1,000 miles. You win a round. You receive 400 points for being a winner. Safe trip. You get 300 points for not playing any 200 miles cards. Next round. Your score is 3,550 points. Vinny's score is 3,920. You postpone. SP. The hand is starting. This is round 4. Draw card. 50 gas. Red light. Spare tire. Speed limit. Leave game. 50 gas. Red light. Spare tire. Speed limit. Spare tire. Speed limit. D. You can't play that card. You discard. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a puncture proof.
Fuck
Then he draws a.
you.
Then he plays a green light. It is your turn. Red light. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. Leave. Speed limit. Spare gas. Extra tank. You play an extra 20, 50, 7 gas. Speed limit. You. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 20. Leave game. Gas. 75 gas. You can't play that card. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 leave game. Spare time. 75, 50, 20, 200, 200 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an end leave game. Spare time. 75, 50 miles. 20, 100 miles. 125 miles. You can't play. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 75 leave game. Spare tire. 70, 50 mile. 50 mile. 20, 125 mile. There is one player. Colin waiting for a game. Then he draws. Then he plays a 200. Lead. Spare time. 70, 50, 20, 100, 100 miles. 50 miles. Pick a user, a Treasure, Blackie, Blashka, Brandy, Captain Monk, Colin, Chris, Fly Guy, Frankner, G10, George, Brewery, Ice Cream, JG, Jester, Kaden, Kezi, Kyle From, Luckhyman, Mr. Magu, Objectives, Mr. Mog, Luckhyman, enter the message you want to send to Luckhyman. Ars Games, PM of Hello Friend, Draw Card, Leave, Spirit, 7, 75, 50, 20, 100, 100, 25 miles. D. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 100, Leave, Spirit, end of 7, 7, 50, 50, 150 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 lead spirit, end of 70, end of speed limit. PM from Luckhyman. Hello, how are things? Then he draws a card. Leave spirit, end of 70, 50. Pick a user. Luckhyman. On enter the message you want to send to Luckhyman. Dialogue. Enter the message you want to send. G. NG. G. N. I. D. R. O. C. E. R. Live. Streaming. Switch. N. I. F. E. R. T. S. Streaming. 1,000 miles. V. I. M. I. Ying. My. Second. Game. Ars Games. 100 miles. 15. End. Leave game. 50. 70. End of spare tire. Leave game. End of speed. 75 miles. 100 miles. Then he draws a card. PM from Luckhyman. Nice. Then he plays a driving ace.
God damn it.
Then he discards a green leaf. Spare time. End of 7, 50 miles. 100, 125. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 leaf. Spare tire. End of 7, 50, 100, 100 miles. There are 4. Then he draws a card. Then there is one player. There, draw card. Spare end of speed limit. 70, 50 miles. 100, 50 miles. 50 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 100 lead game. Spare time. End of speed limit. 70, 50, 75 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green leaf. Spare time. End of 70, 75, 50, 100 miles.
Yeah, this
Then he draws a card.
second.
Then he discards an out of gas leaf. Spare time. End of speed limit. Accident. 70, 50 miles. Accident. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 75 leaf. Spare end of 70 end of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a gas leaf. Spare tire out of gas. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a gas leaf game. Spare tire end of speed 70 spare tire. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green luck. You draw 100 leaf spare tire repair end of speed limit 70 50 100 miles 100 miles. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green leaf spare tire repair green light. You play.
What the fucking god?
Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 25 150 miles 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 100 miles. Spare tire.
Fuck you.
Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green light leaf spare tire repair end of 70 75 100 miles. You can't play. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a gas leaf spare tire repair green light. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light leaf spare repair end of speed limit repair R.
Fuck off. You fucking
Then he draws a card.
robot.
Then he discards a spare leave game spare repair green light. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light
Jesus fucking Christ.
leave speed limit. You play a speed. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a spare leave game spare top repair green light. You play it. Then he draws a card. You postpone. Your score is 3,750 points. Vinny's score is 5,525. PS. End is starting. This is round 5. Draw card. 100, 107. End of green light. Punch right of way. Leave game. Green light.
Try me now, bastard.
Vinny draws a card. Then he plays a flat tire on you. Leave right of way. Puncture proof. Dirty trick. 100 miles. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an X.
Fuck!
Then he draws a card. Then he plays an accident. Leave it. Speed limit right of way. End of speed. 50 miles. Right of way. Speed limit. End of speed limit. End of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. Leave speed. Yes. 7 20 speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a spare. Leave game. Guess. 75, 50, 25, 200, 100, 200 mile. You discard it. Then he draws a. Then he plays a 20. 100. Leave. Speed limit. Guess. 7, 50 mile. 20, 100, 100 miles. Then he draws. Then he plays a 50. Leave game. Speed limit. Guess. 7, 50 miles. 20, 100, 100 miles.
For the love of
Then he
God,
draws a
I don't have another round.
Then he discards a 75 mile. Leave. Speed limit. Guess. 70, 50 miles. 50 miles. 25, 100, 100, 50 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an accident. Leave. Speed limit. Repair. You play.
Thank you.
Then he draws a card. Then he plays an out of gas on you. Yes. Then he draws a card.
Nope.
Then he plays an out of leave game. 70, 70, leave game. Speed limit 75, 50 miles. 75
Are
miles.
you a dick?
Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 mile leave game. Speed limit 70, 50 mile. 20, 25, 125 miles. You can't play that card. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair. Leave. Speed limit 75 mile. 50 mile. 20, 100, 100 mile. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50. Leave. Speed limit 70, 50, 20, 200, 100, 200 miles. 2. Then he draws a card. Then he leave game. Speed limit 70, 50 mile. 75 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green leave game. Speed limit. Spare 75, 50 miles. 25, 100 miles. Spare tire. S. Then he draws. Then he plays a 20. Leave game. Speed limit. Red light. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green leave game. Speed limit. End of speed. 70. End of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 1. Leave. Speed limit. 70, 50, 50, 25 miles. 50 miles. You can't play. You discard. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green light card. Leave game. Speed green light. 75 miles. Green light. You can't play. You discard. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair card. Leave. Speed limit. 70, 50, 25 miles. 50 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 1. Leave. Speed limit. End of 75. End of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a leave game. Speed limit. Green light. Set green light. You. Then he draws a. Then he discards a 1. Leave. Speed limit. 75, 50, 20, 125 mile. Then he draws. Then he discards a spare tire. Speed limit. Leave. Speed limit. 70, 50 miles. 75 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 200. Leave. Speed limit. Accident. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a repair. Leave game. Speed limit. Spare tire. 75. Spare tire. S. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an end of speed limit. Leave game. Speed red light. 70, 50, 20, 100 miles. You Then he draws. Then he discards a 7. Leave game. Speed red light. 75, 50, 20, 25, 50 miles. 50 miles. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a red light. Leave. Speed red light. 70, 75 mile. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a. You draw. Leave. Speed red light. Guess. You play a guess. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a driving in. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 25 miles. 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 175 miles. It is Vinny's turn. Vinny draws 25 miles. You play a 25. Then he discards a flag. 25, 50, 75 miles. You play a 7. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 125 miles. You play a 25 miles. Then he discards a flag. 50 miles. End of speed. Red light. End of speed limit. E. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an out of gas on 150 miles. Red light. Speed limit. Leave. 150 miles. Red light. 50 miles. You can't play that.
You're a fucking dick. And
Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. Red light.
Nope.
Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100, 200, red light, speed 200 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light, red light,
Nope.
Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light, red light.
Nope.
Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 20. Leave. Speed limit. Green light. Green light. 100 mile. Guess. G. You play a guess. It is Vinny's turn. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discard. You draw a card. 25 miles. 100 miles. You play a 1. Vinny plays a green light. Leave. Speed limit. Speed. Green light. Green light. Speed limit. S. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a 50. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 500 miles. Then he plays a 25. Guess. Guess. Green light. Green light. Speed 25 miles. You play it. Then he plays a 25 miles card. End of guess. Guess. Green light. Green light. End of speed limit. You can't. Then he draws. Then he discards a speed limit 25 miles. You play a 25 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 mile. 25 miles. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a guess card. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles. Then he discards a 100. Guess. Guess. Green light. Green light. Green light. Out of guess. Guess. G. You can't play that card. Then he draws. Then he discards a green light. 50 miles. You play a 50. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a guess. Green light. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green. End of guess. Green light. You can't. You discard. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 70. End of guess. Green light. You can't play. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a sphere. 275 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 850 miles. In 200 miles. End of guess. Out of guess. Repair. Speed limit 200 miles. Then he draws. Then he plays a 20. End of guess. End of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 900 miles. It is Vinny. 75 miles. End of speed limit. You can't play that card. Then he draws. Then he discards a red. 70. Guess. Out of gas. Out of gas. Repair. Repair. Speed limit. Repair. Repair. Out of gas. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 100 miles. Your score is 5,950 points. Vinny's score is 6,150. You postpone. SP. The hand is starting. This is round 6. Draw card. 250, 75. Guess. Spare time. Get X. Guess. You can't play that card. No. DGE. Extra 10. Leave. Spare. Guess. 50. Guess. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an end of leave. Spare. Green light. You. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a flag type. Spare type. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100. Leave. Green light. You play. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light. Leave. Green light. You play. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. 20, 50, 77. Leave game. 200 miles. You play a 200 miles card. Then he plays a 75 miles card. He is now at 75 miles. It is. Then he plays a 70, 25, 50, 57, green, red light, green, 70, 75 miles. You play a 75 miles. Then he plays a 50 miles card. 75 miles. 87. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 550 miles. It is Vinny's turn. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays 25, 50, 75, 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Vinny plays a 100 miles card. 50 miles. You play a 50. Vinny draws a card. Then he discards a gap. 27. Guess. Green light. Red light. Spirit. Leave. 75 miles. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green light card. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 825 miles. You draw a 100 miles. You play a 100. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 25 guess. 25 miles. You play a 20. Then he draws it. Then he discards a green 25 guess. 25 miles. You play it. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 50 25 green out of gas. Red light. Spare tire. Red out of gas. Red light. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. Red light. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. It is your turn. Leave. Spare tire. Green light. Out of gas. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 7, 20, 50 gas. Green light. Spare tire. 25 miles. Your score is 7,450 points. Vinny's score is 6,550 points. The target score for this. You postponed this. The target score. The hand is started. This is round 7. Draw card. 100, 220. Accident. Green light. Speed limit. Green light. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays an out of gas on you. It is 200 miles. 100. Leave. Speed. Repair. Accident. 25 miles. 200 miles. 25 miles. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a green light. Speed limit. You play as SA. Vinny plays a 50. Accident. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays an end of speed limit. Leave it. Repair. Red light. Green light. 50 miles. 200. 200. 100. 50 miles. You can. Vinny draws a. Vinny discards a set. Leave. Repair. Red light. Green light. Green light. You have the following penalties. Red light and out of gas. 100. 200. Green light. Green light. F. You can't play. You discard. Vinny draws a. Vinny discards and out. Leave. Repair. Red light. Green light. 50 miles. 200 miles. 50 miles. You. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a. Leave. Repair. Red light. Green light. End of speed. 200 miles. End of speed limit. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a scared. Leave. Repair. Red light. Green light. 50 miles. 250 miles. 5. You can't. Yes. You discard. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 1. Leave. Repair. Red. Green light. 50 miles. 250 miles. You can't. Vinny draws a card. Vinny draws a card. Vinny did. Leave. Repair. Red light. Green light. 200. 200. 100. 100 miles. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a leave. Repair. Red light. Green light. Extra tank. You play an extra tank. Leave. Repair. Red light. Green light. You play. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 100. 200 miles. You play it. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a repair. 200 miles. 25 miles. 20. Yes. Repair. 200 miles. 2. You play a 2. Vinny plays a 70. 125. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 5. 25. 25. 70. Accident. Yes. Accident. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a speed limit on 25 miles. Leave game. Repair. Red light. Yeah. 7. 20. 20. 20. 20. 25 miles. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a gas card. 20. 50. 75. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a gas. 27. Gas. Puncture. Red light. Puncture proof. You play a punch. Leave. Repair. Repair. Red light. Gas. 7. 25 miles. You play a 20. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards an end of speed. 7. Flat. Gas. Green light. Red light. Repair. Repair. Leave game. Repair. You can't play them. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a spare. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 650 miles. It is Vinny's turn. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 75. Flat. Gas. Green light. Red light. Repair. Repair. R. No. You don't. Red light. R. Vinny. Vinny discards a green. 70. Flat tire. Gas. Green light. Green. Repair. Gas. G. No. You. Gas. Green light. GG. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 27. 70. Flat. Gas. Green light. Repair. Repair. Leave game. Repair. You can. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 100. 107. 7. Flat tire. Green. Leave game. Leave. Repair. Green light. Gas. Flat tire. 75 miles. Flat. Gas. Flat tire. No. F. You don't have any. 100 miles. You can't. You have the following penalties. Speed limit. You have the following safeties. Extra tank and puncture proof. Vinny draw. Draw card. Repair. Green. Repair. Leave game. Leave game. Green. Gas. Flat tire. Flat tire. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards an end of 7. 7. 70. Flat tire. Gas. Green light. Gas. G. You discard. Vinny draws a card. Vinny plays a spare tire. It is your turn. Flat tire. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 25. Leave game. Repair. Green light. End of speed limit. 75. End of speed limit. Vinny draws a card. Vinny discards a 20. Leave game. 100. 7. 7. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 750 miles. It is Vinny's. Vinny plays a speed. 7. 7. 7. Green light. Green light. Repair. Repair. Leave. Repair. You can't play that card. You discard. Vinny draws a card. Then he discards a green. Leave game. 25. 7. Green light. Green light. Repair. Leave game. 25. 7. Green light. You can't. Then he draws a. Then he plays a spare tire. Leave game. Repair. Red light. Green light. Set. Red light. R. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 7. Leave game. Green light. Gas. 75. Gas. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 7. 25. 70. Accident. Accident. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100-mile lead game. Repair. Green light. 70. 20, 75 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 2. Lead game. Repair. Red light. Green light. Red light. R. Then he draws a card. Then he discards again. 20, 75. Red light. Repair. Lead. Repair. Red light. Green light. Red light. R. There are 3. Then he draws a card. There is 1 player. Draw card. You draw 70. Green light. Repair. Speed limit. WD. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green. 20, 70. Gas. Green light. Repair. Gas. G. Then he draws. Then he discards a green. 20, 50, 75, 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 800 miles. 20, 70. Green light. Repair. Leave game. 75 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green. 20, 7. Driving ace. You play a driving ace. 100 miles. Repair. You can't play. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100 mile. 2, 20, 70, 7. Green light. Leave 200 miles. 2. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a red light under green light. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 20. Leave game. Repair. Flat tire. 7. Repair. You can't. Then he draws a. Then he plays a repair. 100 miles. 20, 50, 70. Leave game. Flat tire. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a spare tire. Leave. Red light. 75 miles. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 825. 120. 50 miles. 70. 25 miles. You play a 20. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 25. 50 miles. You play a 50. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 25. 100. 200 miles. 70. Flat tire. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100. Leave. Red light. 70. Red light. R. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100. Red light. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100. Leave. Green light. 70. 50 miles. 250 miles. You play a. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green. Leave. Green light. 70. 100 miles. 200 miles. Your score is 8,700 points. Benny's score is 7,100 points. Leave. Green light. 70. 100 miles. You can't. Then he draws a. Then he plays a 70. Leave. Green light. 70. 75 miles. Then he draws a. Then he plays a 50. Leave. Spare. Green light. 75 miles. Then he draws a. Then he plays a 100. Leave games. Green light. 75 miles. Then he draws a. Then he plays a 170. End of speed limit. You play an end. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a 270. Green light. Spare tire. Green light. Then he draws a. Then he plays a speed limit of 277. Green light. Spare tire. Green light. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a green light. 277. Green. Repair. Spare tire. You can't. Then he draws a card. Your distance is 950 miles. Benny's distance is 975 miles. 250 miles. 30 seconds. You have reached 1,000. You play a 50 miles. 50 miles. Next rounds. You have reached 1,000. Your score is 9,150 points. You postpone. SP. The hand is starting. This is round 8. Each player is dealt draw card. 220, 50, flat, green light, puncture, speed, green light, D. You play a green. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an accident on you. Lead game, speed limit, puncture group, flat tire, 50 miles, puncture group. You play lead, speed limit right away. Speed limit, flat tire, extra tag. You play an extra tag. You draw a card. Lead, speed, green, flat tire, 50, 20, green light. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 2. Leave. Speed. Flat top. 50 miles. 50, 20, 200, 100, 200 miles. 2. Then he draw. Then he discards a 100. Leave. Speed limit. Flat top. 70, 50, 50, 25 miles. 75. No. 7. You don't have any. 50 miles. 6. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 70. Speed limit. Leave game. Flat. 75. 50 miles. 5. You can't play. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a draw card. Leave. Speed limit. Green light. Flat tire. 7. Green light. You can't play that card. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50. Leave. Speed. Flat top. 70. 50 miles. 20. 50 miles. You have the following penalties. Accident. You have. Then he discards an leave. Speed limit. Flat. 70. 50. 25. 50 miles. You can't play that card. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a gas card. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw a card. 25 miles. You don't have any playable card. 125 miles. You can't play. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a gas card. 120, 20, 70, and flat speed. Leave. 125 miles. You can't play that card. Then he discards draw card. 120 and flat speed limit. Leave game. Leave speed limit. Flat end of speed limit. D. You. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. It is your turn. Flat tire. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair card. Leave game. Red light. Flat tire. 70, 20, 100, 100 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair card. It is your turn. Draw card. Draw card. Leave. Speed limit. Red light. Flat tire. End of 75 to 100. End of. You discard an end. Then he draws a card. Then he discards draw card. Leave. Speed limit. Red light. Flat tire. 50 20 150 miles. You. There is one player. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a spare tire. It's leave. Speed limit. Red light. Green light. Flat tire. 75. Green light. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 120 50 70 flat red light. Speed limit. 50 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a gas card. Speed limit. Red light. Gas. Flat tire. Gas. You can't play that. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair card. Leave. Speed limit. Red light. Flat tire. 70 20 100 100 miles. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a driving ace. It is Vinny's turn. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw. Leave game. Red light. Flat tire. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 20. Leave game. Speed limit. Red light. Green light. 75. Green light. You can. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 7. Leave game. Speed limit. Red light. Green light. Green light. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 70. Leave game. Speed limit. Red light. Gas. 70. Gas. You can't play that card. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a red light. Leave game. Speed limit. Red light. 70, 25, 200, 100, 200 miles. 100 miles. 2. Your score is 9,450 points. Then he discards a 75. Speed limit. Red light. Accident. 75, 25 miles. Accident. You can't play that. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a spare tire. It is your leave. Speed limit. Spare tire. Red light. 75 miles. 25, 200, 100 miles. You can't play that. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a red light. Leave game. Speed. Spare tire. Red light. Flat tire. 75, 20, 200 miles. You can't play that. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair card. Leave. Speed limit. Spare tire. Spare tire. Red light. Flat tire. Spare tire. S. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 70. Spare tire. S. You can't play. Then he draws. Then he discards a 100. Leave. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. End of speed. 70, 20. End of speed limit. Then he drops. Then he discards a 25. 70. Accident. Flat tire. Out of gas. Red light. Speed limit. Leave. 25 miles. 70. Accident. Flat tire. Accident. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an end of leave. Speed limit. Spare tire. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. 7. 25 miles. Flat. Out of gas. Red light. Spare tire. Speed limit. Leave game. Speed. Spare tire. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. 25 miles. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50. Leave. Speed. Spare tire. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. 75. 100 miles. 75 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an out of gas. Leave gate. Speed. Spare tire. Red light. Out of gas. Spare tire. S. There is one player. There are 4 players in the game. They are Vanco 21. Lovely. Robert 1968. Draw card. 100. Flat. Green light. Out of gas. Red light. Speed. Speed. Leave game. Green light. You can't play that card. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50. Leave game. Speed limit. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Green light. Flat tire. Green light. G. You can't play that card. Then he draws. Then he discards a red light. Leave game. Speed. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. 125 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a repair. Leave. Speed. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. 100 miles. 75. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 20. Leave game. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Green light. Flat tire. Green light. It is. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an out of. Leave. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Green light. Green light. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 50. Leave. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. 125 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100. Leave. Speed limit. Speed. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. 100 miles. 200 miles. 2. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 7. Leave game. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Flat tire. 100 miles. You can't. Then he draws a. Then he discards a 25. Leave. Speed limit. Red light. Out of gas. Green light. Green light. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a spare tire. Leave game. Speed limit. Repair. You play a repair. It is Vinny. Then he plays a green light. Flat tire. Flat tire. FF. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a speed limit. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 100. Then he discards an end of 25 miles. Flat tire. Green light. Out of gas. Red. Green light. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 125. Flat tire. Green light. Out of green light. You. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a spare tire. 20. Flat tire. Out of gas. Red light. Speed limit. Leave game. 25 miles. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 100 miles. You play a 1. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a gas card. Flat tire. Gas. Out of gas. Red light. Repair. Speed limit. Speed limit. Leave game. Speed limit. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a gas card. Flat. Gas. G. You can't play them. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a gas. Flat tire. Gas. Gas. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 20. Flat. Green light. Out of green light. You can't play that. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an end of flat. Out of gas. Out of gas. Red light. Repair. Repair. Speed limit. Red light. R. You can't. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 75. Draw card. You draw D. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 275. Then he discards a 125 miles. You play. Then he draws a card. Then he plays an accident. Here. You. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 320. Then he discards a red light card. 100 miles. You play a 1. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a 150 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 475 miles. It is Vinny's turn. 200 miles. You play a 200 miles card. You are now at 675 miles. It is Vinny's turn. Vinny draws a flat tire. Gas. Flat tire. You play. Vinny draws a card. Then he plays a spare tire. Accident. Gas. Accident. You. Then he draws a card. Then he plays a green light. Gas. 25. Gas. Green light. Out of gas. Then he draws a card. Then he discards a spare 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 750 miles. It is 100 miles. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles. Then he discards a 225 gas. 25 miles. You play a 25. Then he discards a 70. End of gas. End of speed limit. Then he draws a card. Then he discards an end of speed. 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now now at 950 miles. It is 70, guess, 75 miles. Benny draws a card. Benny discards a 170, guess, green, out of get, red light, repair, speed, leave game. Guess, G, you can. Benny draws a card. Benny discards a red light, 50 miles. 11,300. You have reached the score of 11,350. You win the game. This is your 136th win. You have left the game. There are 3 players in. There are 2 players with new game. Cute, no. The target, yes. Enter, and ours game. There are 4. There is 1 player. Colin waiting for. Pick a user to send. Carla 5 Legends. Love 110. Lovely. Luck Hyman. On Rummy. Enter the message you want to send. Wow. How long have you been on here? Ours games clock. PM of Wow. You have added bot Ilona. B. And starting. This is round 1. Draw card. 157. End of speed. Green. Out of get. Speed limit. Green. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light on speed limit. Out of get. Guess. End of 75, 50, 100, 150 miles. You can. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. It is your turn. Leave speed limit. Out of gas. Card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards an out of gas card. Speed limit. Guess. Guess. End of speed. 70, 100 mile. 75 mile. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 70, 100, 100. End of guess. Guess. Red light. Speed limit. Guess. G. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a black leave speed limit spirit red light. Get end of 100 100 100 100. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spirit type leave speed limit spirit red light guess end of 70 100 miles 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 70 leave speed limit spirit red light guess end of speed limit 100 miles. You can't play that. There are 2 players waiting for a game. They are Margaret 1 and Colin. Ilona draws a leave speed spirit red light guess end of 200 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 200 leave speed spirit red light green light. You play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 50 miles end of guess red light spare tire speed limit leave game spirit red light guess and guess. You can't play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays an accident on you. Red light. Lead game. Speed limit. Spear top. Red light. Guess. End of speed limit. Red light. R. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 7. End of guess. Speed limit. Spare tire. Speed limit. S. You discard. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare tire. Leave. Speed limit. Spare tire. Repair. You play a repair. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona discards a speed limit card. 100 mile. Accident. End of speed. Gas. Red light. Spare tire. Speed limit. Leave game. Accident. End of gas. Red light. Spare tire. Speed limit. Leave game. Speed limit. You can't play that. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a flat. 107. Accident. And gas. Red light. Spare tire. Leave game. 107. Accident. 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green light. Leave. Spare tire. Red light. Gas. End of accident. 100 miles. 75 mile. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green leave game. Spare tire. Red light. Gas. End of speed. Accident. 125 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 20 leave game. Spare tire. Red light. Gas. End of speed limit. End of speed. Accident. End of speed limit. There are 5 players. Ilona draws a. There is 1 player. Colin wait. Ilona discards a 50 leave game. Spare tire. Red light. Green light. You play it. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare 100 miles. You play a 1. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 miles. You play a 1. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards an end 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 250. Ilona plays a speed 50 mile accident. End of gas. Red light. End of speed limit. Ilona draws a. Ilona discards a 1. You draw a card. 25, 50 miles. You play a 50 mile. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a flat 25 accident. Gas. Green light. Red light. Spare leave game. Spare tire. You play a spare tire. Ilona discards a green light. Gas. Accident. Gas. Green light. Red light. Red green light. G. Ilona draws. Ilona discards a 125 20 accident 25 mile. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a gas. 25 accident gas. Green light. 25 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Accident. Gas. Accident. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 25 mile. Gas. Green light. Green. Red light. Red light. Repair. Spare tire. Gas. Green light. G. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 25 miles. You play it. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards an extra tank. You play an extra. Gas. Green light. G. No. Gas. You can't. You just. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green light. Out of gas. Red light. Red light. Repair. Repair. Spare tire. Repair. Repair. Red light. Repair. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 50 miles card. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 175. Gas. Green gas. You can. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 500 miles. Ilona plays a repair. Green light out of gas. Red light. Spare top. Lead game. Spare top. Green light. You can't play that. Ilona draws a card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 7 green light. Red light. R.
Thank you for this basically.
Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays. You draw an accident. You play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light on the red speed. Green light. Green out of it. Red light. Out. Green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 miles card. It is your turn. Draw card. Draw card. 100. End of speed. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 600 miles. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green light card. It is your turn. Draw card. Draw card. End of green light. Out of gas. Puncture proof. Red. Puncture proof. D. End of green light. Red light. Repair. Spare tire. You can't play that. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a drive. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 75, 25 miles. End of speed limit. And green light. Out of gas. Playing out. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a gas. 25 to 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 650 miles. It is used 100 miles. You play a 100 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 100 miles. 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 825 end of speed 25 miles. You play a 25. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 25 end of speed limit gas. Green light. Red repair. Red light. R. You can. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 25 end of gas. Repair. Gas. G. You can't play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 100, 220 end of speed limit. 225 miles. 22. You play it. Ilona plays a 100 mile. 270 end of 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 950 miles. You draw 200 accident. End of speed. Green light. Repair. Speed limit. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare 200 accident. End of speed limit. Accident. A. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light on you. 200 mile. End of speed limit. Flat gas. Flat tire. You play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a flat tire card. 200 end of speed limit. Gas. Green light. You play it. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green light. 200 miles. 7 end of speed limit. 200 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green light. 70 end of 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green 100 end of gas. Green light. 100 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a speed limit on you. 7 end of speed limit. E. You play an end. Ilona discards a green light. 170 end of 100 miles. You can. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a spare tire. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw 25, 70, end of gas. Green light, repair. Yes. 78. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards an out of gas card. 25, 50 miles. Next round, save trim. You postpone. Your score is 1900 points. Ilona's score is 925 points. The target's draw card. 50 miles. Gas. Green light, repair. Green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays it. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays an out of gas under gas. Play a gas. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 green light. You play a green light. Ilona plays a gas. Repair. You play a repair. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 75 green light. G. You play a green. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light. Lead. Repair. Green light. Flat. Green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a speed limit of 150 miles. 70. Flat. Green light. 50 miles. 5. You play a 50. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a repair card. 50 mile. Ilona draws. Ilona discards a 50. 170. Flat. Green light. Repair. Speed limit. Speed limit. You can't play that card. Ilona draws. Ilona discards a 125 miles. 70. 25. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 50 miles. 70. Flat tire. Flat. Green light. Speed limit. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 20. 170. 70. Flat. Green light. Leave game. 107. Flat tire. Flat. Green light. 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a light.
Of course you did.
Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 70 bucket repair. Out of gas. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a gas. Leave. Repair. Green light. Flat tire. Accident. You play an accident on Ilona. It is Ilona's. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare tire card. It is lead game. Repair. Green light. Flat tire. 70. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. Ilona. Distance. 75 miles. Penalties. Red light and accident. Safeties. Right of way and puncture proof. Draw card. Leave game. Repair. Green light. Flat tire. 75. Flat tire. Ilona draws a card. Ilona draw card. You draw 100. 25 miles. D. You play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light and green light. G. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discard 125, 70, flat, green, repair, flat tire. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays an accident, lead game, repair. End of speed limit, 70, end of speed limit. You play an end of speed limit.
Bitch.
Ilona draws. Ilona discards a 25 miles card. Spare to repair, green light, 7, repair. You play a repair. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona discards a 100 mile green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 50, 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 300 miles. It is. Ilona discards a gas at 100 miles. You play a 100. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a repair. 100 miles. You play a. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 50 mile. 25, 70, 70, green light, out of gas. Out of gas. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light on the lead game. Spare tire. Green light. 70, green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green light card. 225, 70, 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 575, 220, 75, extra 10, 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. 200 miles, 27, extra 10, green light, spare tire, 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light on the lead game. Spare tire, repair, green light, extra tank, green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare 100, 200, 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 825. Ilona discards a 50 miles, 220, 70, extra 10, 75 miles. You play a 7. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 70, 200 miles, 20, extra tank, repair, extra tank, 100 miles, 225 miles, repair, 25, repair, spare tire, 100 miles. Next round, safe trim. You get rid. The The target score. Ilona score is, your score is 3. You postpone the start. The target Ilona score is 1,200. Your score is 3,700 points. 1 p.m. The hand is starting. This is round 3. Draw card. 50. Guess. Repair. Repair. Spare. Speed limit. Repair. 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 Ilona draws a card. Ilona draw card. You draw 50. Guess. Green light. Repair. Guess. Green light. GGG. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 25 miles. 50 miles. Driving a 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 50 miles. Ilona plays a 25 mile driving ace. 25 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 50 miles card. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at Ilona plays a 25 driving ace. Yes. Red light. Red light. Repair. Speed limit. Red light. Red light. Repair. RRR. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a speed limit 50 miles. Driving ace. Yes. Red light. Red light. Speed limit. Spare tire. Speed limit. SS. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays an out of gas on 50 miles. Driving gas. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 50 mile, 50, 70 driving gas. Red light. Speed red light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Red light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Leave. Spare tire. Gas. Driving ace. 70, 50 miles, 200, 100, 100 miles. You can't play that card. Ilona discards a repair card. Spare tire. Gas. Driving ace. 75, 50 miles, 20, 200. Driving ace. Your distance is 275 miles. Spare tire. Leave. Spare tire. Gas. 75, 70, 50 miles. 25, 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a gas card. Leave. Spare tire. Gas. 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discard. Draw card. 220, 25, 50 miles. Gas. Out of gas. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare tire. Leave game. Spare tire. Red light. Gas. 50 miles. 25, 25, 225 miles. 2. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 220, 50 mile. Accident. Gas. Red light. Spare tire. 50 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays an X.
Oh, fuck you.
Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 25 miles card. 220, 70. Accident. Gas. Red light. Leave game. Leave game. Spare tire. You have the following penalties. Red light and speed limit. You have the following safeties. Driving ace. 200 miles. 225, 70. Accident. Gas. Ilona. Distance. 300 miles. Penalties. Red light and speed limit. Safeties. Extra tank. Score. 200 miles. FB. You can. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 75, 20, 75. Accident. Gas. Green light. You play a green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a repair card. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 300 miles. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona draws a. Ilona plays a green light. 70. Accident. End of speed. Accident. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a repair. It is end of gas. Red light. Spare tire. End of speed. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. 75. Gas. Red light. Red light. R. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Red light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 225 70 gas. 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 375 miles. 25, 20 gas. Green light. Spare tire. Speed limit. 25 miles. You play it. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare tire card. 20 gas. Green light. Green light. Spare tire. Spare tire. Speed limit. Spare tire. Spare tire. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 125 gas. 25 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a gas card. Gas. Gas. Green light. Green light. Right of way. You play right of way. It is your flat tire. Gas. Gas. Green light. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 150 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 407. End of flat tire. End of speed limit. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 575 miles. It is Ilona 50 miles. You play a 50. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a sphere 100 miles. You play a 1. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green 200 miles. Flat tire. Flat tire. No. F. 200 miles. Leave game. Speed limit. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 50 miles card. 200 miles. Flat tire. Yes. Yes. Green light. Red light. You play a red. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100. 200. Accident. Flat tire. Yes. Yes. Green light. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays an end of speed 200. Accident. Flat tire. Gas. Out of gas. Spare tire. Leave game. Spare tire. Out of gas. 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 Flat tire. Accident. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a flat tire on you. Spare tire. S. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. 200 miles. Out of gas. You can't. No. 200. End of speed. Flat tire. Gas. Gas. Out of gas. Speed. Leave game. Speed limit. You have no penalties. You have the following safeties: right of way and driving ace. Ilona. Draw card. M. 200. End of speed limit. Flat. Gas. Gas. Out of gas. Spare tire. 200 miles. You play a 200 miles card. You are now at 925 miles. It is Ilona. End of speed. Flat tire. End of speed limit. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 50 miles card. She is now at 425 miles. Flat tire. Flat. Gas. Flat tire. You. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays an end of 25 miles. Flat tire. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 75 125 miles. Gas. Gas. Green light. Out of gas. Spare tire. Leave game. 125 miles. You play a 25 mile. Ilona draws. Ilona plays a 75 125 miles. 25 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 200 miles card. She is now at 800 miles. 150 miles. Gas. Gas. Green light. Gas. G. Ilona draws a card. She is now at 1,000.
Bitch.
You postponed it. B. The hand is starting. Draw card. 120. End of green. Green. Out of gas. Green light. Your score is 4,875 points. Ilona scores 2,800. Draw card. Green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a gas card. 120. 20. End of out of gas. 100 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. Ilona discards a 20. 25. 20. Accident. End of out of speed. Leave 25 miles. 2. You play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 70. 25. Accident. End of speed. Green. Out of speed limit. 25 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Accident. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a flat tire. 50 miles. Speed limit. No. F. Leave speed limit. Out of gas. Green light. Green light. End of speed. 50 miles. Speed limit. You get PM from Angela Jane. Want to play something after you're done? Ilona draws a card. Pick a use. Aldesh. Angela Jane. Enter the M. Strecoming. G. M. A. Q. E. R. T. Dreaming. Right. Now. But. Sure. After. My. Game. Is. Over. We. Can. Ars Games Client 1. Draw card. Draw card. 20. 50 miles. End of. Green. Green light. Out of get. Leave game. 25 miles. D. You can. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. It is your turn. Draw card. Out of gas. Oh. Play an out of gas. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a gas. 200 miles. 50 miles. End of speed. End of speed. End of speed. Green light. Green light. End of speed limit. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare tire card. End of speed limit. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 250 miles. Gas. Gas. Green light. Green light. Leave game. 200 miles. End of speed. Gas. 200 miles. 50 miles. End of speed limit. Gas. Green light. Gas. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 250 mile. End of gas. Green light. Green. Green. Leave game. Green light. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a gas card. 250 end of gas. Green light. You can't play. You discard a green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 250 end of speed limit. Gas. Green light. Leave game. Gas. You can't play that. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100. Leave game. Green light. Gas. Green light. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays an. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100. Green light. Gas. And 70, 50, 200, 100 miles. 75 miles. No. 7. You don't have 50 miles. 65. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 mile. Leave game. Green light. Gas. Green light. DG. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 7. Leave. Spare tire. You play as. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 25 mile. Gas. Green light. GG. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. It is 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 350 miles. 200 miles. You play a 200 miles card. You are now at 550 miles. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 600 miles. It is Ilona's 50 miles. 70 end of speed. Gas. Green light. Puncture proof. Spare tire. 50 miles. 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 675 miles. 50 accident. 50 mile accident. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light on you. Yes. Green light. GG. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a speed limit on you. End of speed limit. You play an end of speed limit. Ilona plays an out of gas. You play a gas. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a repair. Leave game. Spare tire. Puncture proof. Green light. 50 miles. Green light. You play a green. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 775 miles. It is Ilona's turn. 100 miles. You play a 100 mile. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 50, 220, 50 mile. End of puncture proof. Right. Spare tire. Right. 225 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 900 miles. It is 200 miles. 250 end of speed. Puncture proof. You play a puncture. Right. You play 250 miles. 75 miles. Driving ace. Play a driving ace. 200. Leave. Spare tire. End of speed. 75. 50. 25. 200 miles. 25 miles. 2. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 100 miles. 75 miles. Your score is 6,575 points. SP. The hand is starting. This is round 5. Draw 100 miles. Green light. Out of spare. Green light. GG. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a speed limit on you. It is your 150 mile. Flat tire. 50 miles. You play a 50 mile. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light on you. Speed limit. Spare tire. Green light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a drive. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a gas. 100 end of speed limit. You play an end of. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. Ilona discards a 75 mile. Accident. Flat top. Gas. Out of gas. Spare tire. Speed limit. You can't play that. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 125 miles. You play a 20. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Accident. You can't play. No. A. Accident. Flat tire. You play a. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a spear tire. 100 miles. You play a 100. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards an end of 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 300. Accident. Flat tire. Gas. Out of gas. Spirit. Accident. You can't. You discard an act. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 50. Accident. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a repair. Flat top. Gas. Out of gas. Repair. Spare top. Repair. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a set. Flat top. Gas. Green light. You play it. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green 25 mile. Flat tire. You play a flat. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a spear 25 gas. You can't know. 25 miles. You Play at 20. Ilona draws a card. Pick a user. Allegria. Angela Jane. On 1/4/24. Enter the message you want to send to Angela Jane. Dialogue. Enter Ars Games client. PM. Draw card. Draw card. Guess. Get. Out of get. Puncture proof. D. You play a leave game. Speed limit. Speed limit. Spare tire. Repair. Spare tire. S. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 125 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 400 miles. It is end of speed. Guess. Guess. Out. Repair. Speed limit. Speed limit. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a gas. End of speed limit. Guess. Guess. Out of get. Repair. Spare tire. Speed limit. Spare tire. You. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. End of speed. End of guess. Guess. Out of guess. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a guess. 25. End of speed. 25 miles. You play. Ilona draws a card. PM from Angela Jane. Good, thanks. How's your game going? Ilona discards a 70. End of speed. Guess. Guess. Get. Repair. Guess. You can't play that. Pick a user to send. Angela Jane. Enter the message. Ars game. Draw card. Draw 25 miles. D. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 450 miles. You draw end of guess. Guess. Repair. Repair. Speed limit. You play it. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 200 miles. You play a 200 miles card. You are now at 650 miles. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona draws a card. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles card. You are now at 700 miles. It is end of guess. Guess. Repair. Repair. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a. Ilona plays a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 900 miles. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona draws a repair. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a flag. 75. End of guess. Guess. Green light. You play it. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 75 miles. 75. End of speed. Guess. Guess. Repair. Leave game. End of speed limit. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 70. End of speed. Guess. Guess. Green light. Repair. Guess. D. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spare 100 miles. Round starts in 30 seconds. You post. Your score is 8,075 points. Ilona's score is 3,000. PS. The hand is starting. This is round 6. Draw card. You draw a card. 20, 50, 50. Extra tank. Red light. Red light. Extra tank. Draw card. Leave game. Red light. Red light. 50, 50, 50, 20, 25 miles. D. You discarded. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 20, 50 mile, 50 mile, 50. Accident. Red light. 50 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a speed. 50 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 50 mile. 7. Accident. Red light. Driving ace. Play driving. Leave. Spare tire. Red light. Red light. Green. Accident. Green light. You play a green. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a red light. Leave. Spare tire. Red light. Red light. Accident. 70. 50. 100. 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Accident. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a gas card. 150. Red light. Red repair. Spare 50 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a repair. Hit red light. Red light. Repair. RRR. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 miles. 100 mile. 20. Red light. Red. Spare tire. 25 miles. 2. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Red light. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards an end of 100. Guess. Red light. Spare tire. Leave game. You have the following penalties. Red light. You have the following safeties. Driving ace and extra tank. Guess. You can't play that. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a gap. 100. 1 red light. Spare tire. Speed limit. Leave. Spare tire. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 mile. 100 red light. Repair. Spare tire. Speed limit. Red light. R. No. You don't repair. RR. You. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 red light. Spare tire. You. Ilona draws a card. plays a green light. Red light. Player. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a green light. Leave. Speed limit. Spirit. Accident. You play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a spirit. 100, 107. Guess. Spirit. Speed limit. 75 miles. Your distance is 0 miles. Ilona's distance is 0. Ilona plays a light again. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 50. Leave game. Speed limit. Spare tire. Repair. Guess. Spare tire. F. No. You don't have spare tire. Speed limit. SSS. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 7. Leave. Spare tire. Repair. Guess. Repair. You can't play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100. Spare tire. Leave. Spare tire. Guess. 75. 50. Guess. You. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 7. Leave. Spare tire. 70. 50 miles. 100 miles. Okay. You can't play that card. No. You don't. 75 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 1. Leave. Spare tire. Flat tire. 50 miles. 50 miles. You can. Ilona draws the card. Ilona discards a flat tire. Leave. Spare tire. Flat tire. End of speed. 100 miles. 100 miles. End of speed limit. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards an out of gas. Leave. Spare tire. Flat tire. 200 miles. 2. You discard. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a red light. Leave game. Spare green light. You play. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a speed limit. Leave. Spare flat tire. End of speed limit. You play an end. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a repair. It is your turn. Draw card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 25 miles card. She is now. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 50 miles card. She is now at 75 miles. It is your turn. Draw card. You draw a card. Speed limit. 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 300 miles. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona draws a card. Ilona plays a 50 miles card. She is now at 125 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 450 miles. It is Ilona's turn. You draw a card. And flat tire. Get flat tire. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 475 miles. It is Ilona. Ilona discards a green 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 550 miles. It is Ilona's turn. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a end of guess. Green light. Green light. Repair. Spare tire. Speed limit. Leave game. Speed limit. You can. You have no penalties. You have the following safeties. Driving ace and extra tank. Draw card. 75 miles. Empty. You play a 7. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 50 mile. End of speed limit. Guess. Green light. Guess. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards an accident. End of speed. Green light. Green light. Green light. Repair. Spare tire. Spare. Repair. You can't play that card. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 725 miles. You draw a green light. You play a green light. Ilona plays a flat tire. Spare tire. S. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 75 green light. G. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 250 miles. 75 miles. 75. End of 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 800 miles. Ilona discards an end of 250. End of speed. Green 50 miles. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a green light. 200. End of speed. Green light. Green. Puncture proof. Spare tire. Puncture proof. You play a puncture proof. Spare tires. S. You can't play that. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 225. End of speed. Spare tire. You can't. Ilona draws a card. Ilona discards a 100 miles. You play a 100 miles card. You are now at 950 miles. It is Ilona's turn. 25 miles. 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 225 miles. You have reached a score of 10,075. You win the game. This is your 137th win.
Yeah!